billionaire drug lord.
I sell it to kids.
Kiki Cameron.
And your job a mistake can get you killed.
Craig T. Nelson.
He coordinated in abducting an American agent off the streets in broad daylight.
Treat Williams.
I'm not gonna let you give up on this.
Drug Wars tonight.
Don't let my husband become a number.
This is the kind of food that some diet programs make you eat. Little boxes for breakfast, little boxes for lunch, and just when you're bored to death, another little box for dinner. Forget it. Sure, you might lose weight on this stuff, but you can't live on it forever because no one I know could stick with a diet like this. No one. Get serious. Call Diet Center.
Don't wait. Check your white pages now for the Diet Center nearest you.
Dave Whitney wanted the real arcade games at home, so he got them. Mike Rogers wanted them too, but he got a Genesis system by Sega with games that look, play, and sound like the real arcade games because they are the arcade games. Besides, Genesis has real-life action in sports games, flying games, and adventure games, the hottest library going. So if you want real arcade action, there's only two ways to get it.
Dave, we got your golden axe.
Or get Genesis by Sega. We bring the arcade experience home.
Pen pals in love meet for the first time next on here.
Come home to the best, only on NBC.
Comes a time for everyone, they gotta make a move. You gotta take the ones you love. You gotta make your dreams come true. Start believing in ourselves today. What you say? Look within each other, and I know we'll find a way. Our new life begins today. Our new life begins today.
If she has a cold and I have a cold, why am I the only one suffering tonight? Why? She took something her mother always gave her, Vick's NyQuil. I took something my mama always gave me. She's not sniffling, sneezing, coughing. Why am I? She's feeling so much better. Maybe I should start listening to her mother. What am I saying? Oh.
Vick's NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine.
Static can add up to real embarrassment. Static can also be a hair-raising experience. And static can catch you off guard. Because the more you move, the more static can build up. But you can stop static cling by using Bounce regularly, because Bounce leaves clothes virtually static-free.
It won't stop you.
Bounce stops static before static stops you.
I love what you do for me, Toyota. I love how you set me free, Toyota.
Whether it's car of the year, truck of the year, most trouble-free, or #1 in customer satisfaction, Toyotas are always being singled out. No wonder there are more Toyotas on the road today than any other import.
I love what you do for me, Toyota.
Lucy, I'm fixing you a tuna fish sandwich.
Don't forget the cupcakes.
I'm out of cupcakes, but I got something even better. A carrot.
Can you hold this flashlight for me?
Oh, yeah, sure. Have you found a... Oh, my God, I didn't realize it was that dirty under there. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. You must think I'm a terrible housekeeper.
Not at all. I'm used to working in filth. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, what?
I see the problem.
What is it?
Oh, boy.
Well, spit it out. I had a baby. I know what pain is.
What you got here is a pipe that should be sitting in the Smithsonian. You're gonna have to replace it.
Yeah, how much is it gonna cost me?
Well, if we're lucky and I don't have to break any walls, about $100.
$100? Hey, we're not talking the Alaskan pipeline here. That's a lot of money.
Depends on how you look at it. I had a muffin in that place where you work, $1.50.
Did it have raisins in it?
Yeah.
There you go. Isn't there maybe some cheaper way of doing this?
Well, I suppose you could do it for about $2.
How?
Buy yourself a big pot and stick it under the leak.
Okay, a new pipe.
You got it. You said something about a light switch that doesn't work?
Oh, yeah. It's right outside this door over here.
Let me get my tools.
Lucy, get a move on!
Oh, boy.
Now what?
I want you to hear something.
I heard $100. That's enough.
You have to slide in here to hear this.
Oh. Hear what? What am I supposed to be listening for? I don't hear anything.
It'd help if you'd stop talking.
I mean, I hear dripping. I feel dripping.
Not the dripping. Listen.
You mean that clicking?
That ain't clicking. That's munching.
Munching?
Termites.
Termites? Oh.
Hurt yourself?
Yes. There can't be termites. When I bought the house, there was a termite inspection.
That was a few months ago. These guys are probably new in town. Could have moved in same time you did.
Ah, you're really a fun guy. How much?
Well, if you're lucky, and it's just this little section right here, I'll probably have to replace some wood and spray the rest. $100?
$100? Am I bleeding? No, don't answer that question. You'll want another $100 for the Band-Aid. Mom? In a minute, Lucy. So you're talking $200 here.
I'm afraid so.
Is that the regular price or the special introductory offer for the new sucker in town?
Well, if you'd rather somebody else did it.
No, all right. I'm sorry. It's just that you came when you promised. In New York, that'd make you suspicious.
New Yorker, huh?
Yeah.
Will you be paying in cash? I'll check out that light switch.
Mom, I need some money.
How much?
$5.
Oh, bless you, my child. In my purse. Take 10. Anything under 100 sounds so good.
I could use 15.
Don't push it.
You know, this is the kind of school day that I look forward to. They're gonna have a bunch of speakers coming in to talk about career choices.
Sounds wonderful.
It is wonderful. No studying today. So what do you think I should be? A lawyer, a doctor?
Oh, boy.
Honey, go for the big bucks. Be a handyman.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to take a very important step. You are poised on the edge of the future. Please give our guests your undivided attention. They will guide you as you embark on this most exciting journey into the world of adulthood. And would the gentleman in the third row kindly remove the pencils from his nose?
Most of you know me as the head pharmacist down at Miller's drugstore. Chemistry was my favorite subject. I destroyed a lot of lab equipment at this very high school.
I've always loved the stock market. As a kid, I skipped the cartoons and headed straight for the Dow Jones average.
Now, as they say in my profession, it's your turn to cross-examine.
Will there be many women in my chosen field? And if not, how can I get transferred?
Am I too beautiful to be considered as a serious journalist?
I have about 10 different careers in mind. Do I have to choose now or can I wait until college?
What's the best career for somebody who doesn't deserve one?
You guys, I can't decide. I've always been interested in the law, but then that guy made astronomy sound so good.
Hey, my kid can do anything.
Maybe I'll go with skydiving.
Except that. Why do you have to choose a career today?
If I get off on the wrong course, I'll never get back on.
She's right. Time to ruin our lives is now.
Whatever happened to knowledge for knowledge's sake?
Oh, I've heard of that. What is it?
You're supposed to use this time to experiment, dabble, explore, broaden your horizons. Take what classes interest you and then worry about your career later.
Oh, Oh, right. You're the Woodstock generation.
Mrs. McNeil, by any chance, would you have any day-old muffins we could donate to the less fortunate?
You're broke and you're hungry.
That's another way of putting it, yes.
You're gonna make a great junk bond salesman one day.
Well, it was worth a shot. So, have I come up in conversation yet?
Try ever.
What classes are you taking next semester, Kaz? The usual. English, biochemistry, home ec.
Home ec?
As in cooking and sewing?
Ew. I think that's very liberated of you, Kaz. Why should men go through life not knowing their way around a kitchen? You're breaking all the stereotypes. That's very admirable of you.
Yeah. And have you ever seen the kind of girls that take geometry?
Oh, hello, Lucy. I'm your guidance counselor, Mrs. Bennett. You may call me Mrs. Bennett.
Thanks.
Whoa. I see you've signed up for quite a course load next year. Biology, history, algebra, French, comparative literature. That is very ambitious.
Thank you.
And a little unreasonable.
Why?
You see, Lucy, it's my job to make sure that a student's reach does not exceed his grasp. Do you know who I'm paraphrasing?
Wide receivers for the 49ers?
Robert Browning.
Well, when I take comparative literature, I'll learn stuff like that.
I think you'll find this schedule more to your liking.
Typing, home ec, bookkeeping, family awareness?
Oh, that is a delightful class. You get to pick a partner, plan a wedding, and when you're ready, adopt an egg.
I don't want an egg.
Lucy, the classes you've signed up for are not consistent with your academic performance. I don't really think you're aiming for MIT. I certainly hope not. You'd be in over your head.
But it is my head. Can't I decide?
You're not really mature enough to make that decision.
Well, I think I am.
Of course you do. And that's a sign of immaturity. That's why I'm here. I'm trained for those decisions. You're not.
But I've been doing well enough on my grades.
Lucy, there is a big difference between well and well enough.
Couldn't I at least just take French?
Oh, Lucy. Here is a profile of your grades and tests, etc. I don't mean to underestimate them. They're certainly adequate. But do we want adequate leading us into the 21st century? You'll thank me someday.
I guess so.
Lucy, we can't all be geniuses, but we can be wise enough to pick the level we're suited for, that we're comfortable with. Would you send in the next student, please?
That smells good. How'd it go today?
How'd what go?
Didn't you get your class schedule today?
Oh, yeah, I did.
So what'd you get? Chemistry, biology, French?
An egg.
An egg?
I'm supposed to treat it like a kid. It's an introduction to this family awareness course I'm taking.
Oh. Well, you did get that science course you signed up for, right?
I guess that depends on whether or not you consider home ec a science.
May I see your schedule, please?
Sure.
Well, these aren't any of the things you said you wanted.
I know, but these classes will be fine.
Honey, there must be some mistake. Whoever made this schedule out for you doesn't know you at all. Maybe you should talk to someone about it.
I did. I talked to the guidance counselor, Mrs. Bennett.
And what'd she say?
Mom, I hate to break it to you, but you've got a very average kid on your hands.
Okay, wait a minute. You look like my daughter, you're wearing her clothes, you do an amazing impersonation of her voice. Who are you?
I'm not destined for greatness, Mom, face it. I have.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. 2 days ago, the sky was the limit.
Do you think I'm happy about this? It's not easy hearing you have the IQ of a carpet.
Honey, why didn't you explain it to her?
Mom, she knows what she's talking about. That's her job. And according to her, I'm not college material.
She said that.
Practically. She knows for sure I'm not MIT material.
Oh? And what do you think?
Depends on what MIT means.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And if you want to go there, who says you can't try?
Mrs. Bennett. She says I should pick the level I'm suited for.
Oh, she does she?
She says I'm not mature enough to make my own decisions.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think you're certainly adequate to make your own decisions.
Mom, do we want adequate to lead us into the 21st century?
Mrs. Bennett?
Yeah. She says, oh, who cares? Mom, look, you can't argue with the facts, so you're just gonna have to learn to love me this way.
Lucy?
When you got it right, you got it right. Whether you're talking about this, or whether you're talking about the one and only Diet Cola that does it for Ray, Diet Pepsi. You know, nothing tastes as good to me as Diet Pepsi. All right, now who's the wise guy?
New Diet Pepsi with 100% NutraSweet, the taste that beats Diet Coke.
Finally, there's a minivan for kids with parents. And let's face it, we all have them. Yeah. The all-new Oldsmobile Silhouette. Talking radical concept here. Your own window seat, room for lots of things, and neat stuff to keep your parents from bugging you on long trips. Besides, Silhouette makes them look cool. Right.
This is not your father's Oldsmobile.
Ready, dudes?
And they need all the help they can get.
Yeah. This is the new generation of Olds.
You're not leaving until you eat breakfast, so you might as well do it. If we've told you once, we've told you 1,000 times. Have you forgotten everything we taught you?
A suggestion for all you grown-ups who think there's no time for a hot breakfast. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
See, Will, fruit. You like fruit, don't you? Now open wide.
Kellogg's Pop-Tarts. The hot breakfast everyone has time for.
You know you like them.
Next, when Sister Kate backs into trouble, supergroup Milli Vanilli crashes the scene. Even Kate gets down.
Just 'cause I'm a nun, I still like my fun.
Next.
You've loved someone, haven't you? Well, I love a very brave man.
Be careful. Always.
He's dedicated his life to fighting the drug cartel
Maybe we just push it a little further.
and to keep drugs from our neighborhoods.
And in your job, I'm mistaken that you killed.
Even when we were apart, I felt we were a great team.
You always stand by me.
Until they kidnapped him from me. Now I want him back.
A real woman's story of courage. Drug Wars, the Camarina story, tonight.
I want justice.
Wednesday, take a quantum leap into the most harrowing life of all.
I'm a mom.
Sam's a single mom with 3 kids.
He's not our mommy.
The youngest is on to them.
What am I going to do, Al?
And the oldest has a date with disaster.
Are you a virgin?
Where would he go?
Forcing Sam into a molester's fiendish trap. An all-new Quantum Leap, Wednesday.
Mom, please, you're just gonna make it worse.
I am not going to let a total stranger tell my daughter what she is going to do and what she's not going to do for the rest of her life.
But it's so embarrassing, and if I'm on Miss Bennett's list, I'm dead.
Well, she's going to have to get through me to kill you. I made this appointment, and I'm going to keep it. Do I look no-nonsense enough for this meeting?
If you walked into my office, I'd think something was wrong, and you were there to scream at me and get your money back.
Yeah, that's the effect I want.
Mom, please, I beg you, don't do this.
Now, you listen to your mother, young lady. I had a teacher who told me I wouldn't amount to anything. Now, I got my own business.
Yeah, and everything costs $100. Come on, I'll drive you to school.
Drive me to school? Aren't you doing enough to ruin my life?
Move it.
Oh, boy. On second thought, I'll rewire it. No charge.
Come in. Mrs. Bennett?
Mrs. McNeil, how nice to see you. Have a seat.
The reason I came in...
I'm so glad you did. You have a wonderful daughter.
Yes, I know. Thank you. The reason I came
And
in
I see
is...
where she got her beauty.
And her brains.
I beg your pardon?
See, that's what I came to talk about. Lucy is smart and excited about learning. She's always been interested in history and science and foreign languages. She's not at all interested in raising an egg.
Oh, how is the egg, by the way?
Sleeping through the night.
You know, Lucy will make a wonderful mother.
Yeah, she will, if she chooses to do that. And who knows, maybe she'll even be able to handle a home and a career. But with this schedule that
Mrs.
you've given
McNeil,
her,
I know that this is a hard thing to hear. But the fact is, Lucy is never going to be real academic material.
Never? Well, that's a pretty strong word to use on a 14-year-old.
Oh, Mrs. McNeil, Lucy is just average.
Yes. And the world is full of average people doing above-average things.
But she's established her pattern. It's all in the printout.
Printout? Printout? My daughter's life is going to be decided by a printout?
Yes, and my evaluation is...
And just what makes you such an expert?
6 years of college, 5 years as a counselor, 2 of them in Vienna, and a perfect record. Every student I predicted wouldn't make it hasn't made it.
Wonderful. And you celebrate this annually?
There's no need to be sarcastic.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just plain mad. How dare you decide that my daughter is not college material? You've known her for what, 8 minutes? I've known her for 14 years. At 2 years old, could you recite the Pledge of Allegiance with all the right words?
Mrs. McNeil, every parent thinks her child is special.
Until someone comes along and convinces them that they're not. How can you tell a 14-year-old what they're capable of in life? Look at you. You peaked in Vienna and have been going downhill ever since.
Your daughter is more mature than you are.
What?
She accepted her own limitations. She listened to my advice.
And what did you expect? You represent authority over here, and boy, do you love it. You stripped the backbone right out of her.
I think this meeting is over.
You bet it is. And my next stop is at the principal's office. And then, thanks to you, I gotta go home and mend a kid. So I went to the principal's office. It took forever to find it. New York is easier. You want the principal? Look for the door with no graffiti on it.
Is he any help?
As a matter of fact, he was.
Could you hand me the pipe wrench?
What's a pipe wrench?
A wrench for pipes. The big one? Check that. Give me the crescent wrench. It's the,
I know. The wrench for crescents.
Mom, home, where are you?
In the kitchen!
Mom, did you get my schedule changed?
Nope.
I knew it. I knew it. You shouldn't have gone.
Lucy.
Now I'm on her list. She'll have her eye on me every minute. She chaperones the dances, you know. She'll be checking for daylight between me and anybody.
Well, that's okay.
Forget about college. I probably won't finish high school now. In fact, there's no point of me going into school tomorrow.
Are you through burying yourself? I went to the principal, and he told me that Bennett does not have the last word, so we'll go straight to the teachers, and if they let you in, you're in.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, it's great, Mom. I knew you could do it.
I knew you knew.
And it'll work, too. I mean, you're so convincing. Okay, you'll have no problem with Mr. Ferguson. He likes blondes, has them all sit in the front row. When you talk to Miss Johnson, make sure you...
Wait a minute. I'm not talking to anybody. You are.
Me?
That's right. You want these classes bad enough, go get them.
But, Mom, I really don't think...
You just march in tomorrow and you tell them what you want.
Wouldn't it be better if I marched in behind you?
No, it wouldn't.
Is this one of those being kicked out of the nest things?
Lucy, there is no reason why you can't do this yourself.
I just don't think that I can do it, Mom.
Oh, would you stop talking like a loser?
Well, I am.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Look in here. Come on. What do you see? You see a person with confidence. A person who can do anything she wants to. All she has to do is go for it, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's my girl.
Oh, you mean me?
Well, of course I mean... Who did you think I was talking to? You're a McNeil. You can do anything you think you can. Do you remember when you were little, you had this favorite book you had me read to you 1,000 times?
The little engine that could.
Yeah, that's it. You'll love that story. You know, I remember when you were 4 years old. I'd just gotten through reading it to you a few times. Boy, you were inspired. We had this jar of candy up on a shelf. We thought you couldn't reach it, but you thought you could, and you did.
I also fell and broke my arm.
But you got the candy. And a ton of ice cream. And a bunch of presents. And Grandma threatening to take you away from me. Don't you see? Getting these classes is just like getting that jar of candy. Nobody said it was easy. Remember the little engine? I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Come on, come on, come on. I think I can, I think I can. Say it. I think I can, 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 I think I can.
I don't think I can.
You have to. Because, Lucy, I can't keep fighting your battles for you.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be around forever.
That's right. You didn't have to say that. Well, look at you.
When I'm presenting the bill, I like to be businesslike.
Come on in. You look very spiffy.
Thank you. Lucy get her classes?
I don't know. She's not home from school yet.
Oh. Ready for the bad news?
Bad news?
Bad for me. Cost less than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, the termite job was easier than I figured. You're lucky. It was just one family. Caught them before their relatives came to visit.
Say, I have an Uncle Henry you could... Never mind. I'll write you a check.
You notice I didn't charge you for fixing your fence.
Well, that was very nice of you, considering the fact that you ran your truck over it.
Mom, guess what?
You got your classes?
Yes!
Uh-oh. Yeah, aren't you kind of proud of yourself? You did it all on your own.
Yeah, and it was so easy. I mean, I was worried about nothing. The only one who resisted was Mrs. Snyder, the French teacher. And the minute I told you you'd probably come in to talk to her, so you caved in.
She must have been talking to Miss Bennett. Now I'm known as the Terminator. Yes. I'm so proud of you, honey.
Hey, thanks for pushing me, Mom.
We knew you could do it.
Thanks. Of course, this means we'll have to put the egg up for adoption.
Oh, and I was just getting to like the little child.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my family awareness course. We were learning about child rearing. I have an egg that I'm supposed to take care of like it was a baby. And now I have to find a new family.
Well, I wouldn't worry about putting it up for adoption. I got kind of hungry yesterday. I think I might have ate the little tyke. Kid gave me a bad case of heartburn.
Kids will do that.
Oh.
But oh boy, are they worth it.
Give me honest work at honest pay. Honest sweat from a hard-earned day. And when I'm through, that's when I'll say, I want my clean as real as ivory. It's gotta be 99.44. I want my clean as real as ivory. Nothing less, nothing more.
No deodorants, no heavy perfumes. That's a real clean. That's Ivory.
It's gotta be pure, that's for sure. I want my clean as real as ivory.
Most dog foods are made as if this dog's body never changes.
Go get it, Bo.
Well, it does. So he might get too much of one thing and not enough of another. That's why there's Cycle. It's specially designed to work with your dog's constantly changing body, giving him what he needs when he needs it throughout his life cycle, to keep him full of life.
Good boy, Bo.
For a lifetime.
Next, it's Sister Kate with special guests Milli Vanilli. Then NBC presents a world premiere miniseries based on the true story. TV Guide calls it tense and fast-paced. Compelling, says the Atlanta Journal. Don't miss Drug Wars, the Camarena story, beginning tonight.
Monday, there's show business and snow business. First, Al gets into the act as a stand-up.
Yada yada bing bing!
Till the crowd wants him to shut up.
I knew you wouldn't get this stuff.